Join me as I put the law of assumption to the test and see if I can manifest my biggest dreams into reality. Welcome to this video, where we are going to explore one of the most powerful manifesting tools out there, the law of assumption. This law has the potential to completely transform your life, helping you attract your desires with ease and turn your dreams into a reality. So, let's dive right in and see how we can harness its power. When it comes to manifesting our desires, many of us face the same struggles. We set our intentions, we visualize, we affirm, but somehow, we just can't seem to get out of our own way. Doubt creeps in, fear takes over, and before we know it, our desires feel like a distant dream. We start to wonder if it's even possible, if we are good enough, or if we are just not cut out for this whole manifesting thing. We get stuck in a cycle of negativity, feeling like we are constantly pushing against the universe rather than working with it. We start to believe that maybe we are just not worthy of achieving our desires, that maybe we are just not good enough. This kinda thinking can be super destructive, causing us to give up on our dreams and settle for a life that's less than fulfilling. But the truth is, you are worthy of achieving your desires. You are worthy of living a life that brings you joy and happiness. The problem isn't that we are not worthy, it's that we are going about manifesting in the wrong way. We are focusing on the how rather than the what. We are trying to control the universe rather than working with it. We are letting our doubts and fears dictate our reality rather than our desires. The law of assumption changes all of that. It's a game changer, a complete paradigm shift in how we approach manifesting our desires. By applying this law, you'll be able to break free from those limiting beliefs and finally start living the life you've always wanted. So, what is the law of assumption? Simply put, it's the idea that our assumptions shape our reality. Whatever we assume to be true becomes true for us. When we assume that we are worthy of achieving our desires, we start to believe it. When we assume that we are already in possession of what we want, the universe starts to respond. It's a powerful tool that can completely transform your life, but it does require some practice and patience. The first step in applying the law of assumption is to become aware of your assumptions. Take a closer look at what you are assuming about yourself, your abilities, and your desires. Are you assuming that you are not good enough? Are you assuming that you'll never achieve your goals? Once you become aware of these assumptions, you can start to challenge them. The next step is to start making new assumptions. Assume that you are already in possession of what you want. Assume that you are worthy of achieving your desires. Assume that everything is working in your favor. When you start making these new assumptions, you'll begin to notice a shift in your reality. You'll start to feel more confident, more positive, and more in alignment with your desires. One of the most powerful ways to apply the law of assumption is through visualization. Take a few minutes each day to visualize yourself already in possession of what you want. Assume that you are already living the life of your dreams. See it, feel it, taste it. The more you visualize, the more your reality will start to shift. I'd like to share a personal story that illustrates the transformative power of the law of assumption. A few years ago, I was struggling to manifest my dream job. I wanted to be a writer, but I was stuck in a dead-end job that was sucking the life out of me. I tried everything: affirmations, visualization, even begging the universe to give me a break. But nothing seemed to work. That was until I discovered the law of assumption. I started assuming that I already had my dream job. I started visualizing myself writing for a living, seeing my name in print, and feeling the satisfaction of doing what I loved. And then, something amazing happened. I started to believe it. I started to feel like I was already a writer. And that's when the magic started to happen. Opportunities started to come my way. I got offered a writing gig, then another, and another. Before I knew it, I was making a living doing what I loved. It was like the universe had finally responded to my assumptions. The law of assumption is a powerful tool, but it does require some effort and patience. You need to be consistent in your practice, and you need to be willing to let go of those limiting beliefs. But trust me, it's worth it. In conclusion, the law of assumption is a game changer when it comes to manifesting your desires. By applying this law, you'll be able to break free from those limiting beliefs and finally start living the life you've always wanted. Remember, your assumptions shape your reality, so choose to assume that you are already in possession of what you want. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever used the law of assumption to manifest your desires? Share your experiences with me, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more insights on how to apply this powerful law in your life.